powerful, and true to its name. Bonneville from Pontiac. Rebuilding Some people see shaving as something you do for 3 minutes a day. At Braun, we see it as something you do for a lifetime. And we think you should make the best of it. The Braun Shaver, with its 3 shaving positions. Designed for those who choose to make a virtue out of necessity. Braun, the world's #1 selling foil shaver.
1:41 to go in the first quarter. The Eagles 14 and the Denver Broncos nothing. There's Ron Holmes, who started the game in place of an injured Andre Townsend. The Broncos were nicked, and Ron Holmes has started and played every down defensively so far. Now Philadelphia, which has had first half scoring problems in the last 4 games. Boy, they have erupted for 14 first quarter points. 1 touchdown in the previous first half of the last 4 games. And here's Byard. Touchdown as he tries to come right. Tyrone Braxton, the third-year man out of North Dakota State, made the tackle.
Last week led the team in tackles. I think he had something like 12 tackles. And this scheme that is run by the Broncos, a lot of times you will have support by the safeties and the corners to come up and stop the run. And that time Braxton went off into coverage, saw the play, read it quickly, and then came up and made the stop of Byard.
Already in the first quarter, 20 running plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 2nd and 10. Byard has already surpassed his season-high rushing. Clock down to 4 seconds. They run it again. This is Robert Drummond, the rookie 12th-round draft choice, or 3rd-round draft choice out of Syracuse. And it'll be 3rd down. As we told you earlier, there 5 opponents for the Broncos have been held to less than 95 yards rushing in a game this year. And for the season, they've averaged giving up only 89 yards per game. And already today, Philadelphia has rushed for 139 yards. 14-0 and a 3rd and 7. Shotgun for Cunningham, who's thrown twice. Hands it off to Byard. They'll punt.
Fool me once, but you won't fool me twice. I believe that Philadelphia has run all their running plays. They've tried them all and been very successful. And now the second time you run them, these are professional teams. They say, no way, Jose, we're going to get you.
You hear the thunder, all around. No matter where you gotta go.
It's a driving experience like no other. Pontiac Grand Prix.
Get on your Pontiac and ride it. Pontiac ride.
Once you experience the 1990 Grand Prix, your approach to driving will never be the same.
Rebuilding nightmare.
See your dealer about early buyer and other incentives now in the new 1990 Grand Prix.
We've been called the turnaround company of the century. We've come from a little fledgling New England company to national recognition with money in the bank on the verge of explosion.
Peter Lyons gives very good business advice as a volunteer for the Boston Ballet over the last 5 years and as an agent for New York Life over the last 32 years.
Well, it means that we can envision our dreams by having Peter around.
New York Life, the company you keep.
I like catching a ride. The fire in your eyes. Heading upstream. Girl of my dreams and cold Coors beer. It takes a part of this country as cold and clean as the Rockies to brew a beer as pure and natural as Coors. To brew refresh, just like you like it. Tap an ice cold Coors with a brand of yours. A Rocky Mountain legend, an American original.
Two teams in hot pursuit of the national championship. 4th-ranked Nebraska, 3rd-ranked Colorado. The Big 8 Battle of the Year next Saturday on CBS Sports.
We begin quarter number 2 from Mile High Stadium. Vern Lundquist and Terry Bradshaw. The Eagles lead it by 14, but they'll have to punt now on 4th down and 7. A 16-yard touchdown run by Keith Byers and a 5-yard toss from Cunningham to Chris Putter. The only points thus far. The Broncos have had 1 pass intercepted, and they've had to punt once. There's John Kelchick. Ken Bell at the 15. Bobbled. Battle for the ball. Philadelphia has it. Brett Hager, number 54. The rookie linebacker out of Texas.
Last week was voted the best hit on special teams by the Eagles and was given $100 in a meeting last night. Over $900 were passed out to great hits. And Brett Hager, he was one of the gentlemen that got it. Look at Bell, 35, misjudged it. A very easy punt to catch because it was with the wind. The ball just floated down, and Bell obviously saw the rush coming, took his eyes off, which is a no-no, and a fine job by the Eagles of being on top of him and getting the ball back.
There's Brett Hager.
$100.
Gotten rid of the mustache and shortened his haircut since he joined Philadelphia. Back in the beginning of the season, Buddy Ryan referred to him as my hippie linebacker. Here's Byers going right as they keep it on the ground, and he's down at the 9-yard line. Just to elaborate on that point that Terry was making, the Eagles give $100 bonuses to their players, and this is perfectly within the parameters of the league rules. But he said, Ted Plum was telling us it's kind of interesting. These guys get so upset if they don't get the $100 bonus. See, here they are making these huge sums of money, but the recognition by the coaching staff for a special hit and the $100 is worth something to them. 2nd down and 6. Cunningham. Flag is down, and so is Randall Cunningham. The flag back at the 16-yard line. There are 2 flags down now. Holding.
I know the coaches hate it. I don't know if Cunningham is hurt or if he's out of breath. We're at Mile High Stadium, and it is not that easy to run and keep your breath. There's a move. He tries to put a move on Dennis Smith, one of the real fine safeties in the league, and doggone, well, he does. He gets away from him. And then finally Braxton gets the shot, and I don't know if Randall landed on the ball or whether he's just from the lack of oxygen. Because I'm telling you, having played here, Vern, and if you have to run a lot, you don't bounce back as fast. I mean, it's very hard to get. It seems like I'm never going to get enough oxygen, you know, to replace what I've just spent. And hopefully that Cunningham is all right. It's just that he's out of oxygen.
Matt Cavanaugh has not taken a snap this year. Randall has taken every one of them. There's Cavanaugh.
You're looking at the very reason why Buddy Ryan is trying to get a running game going. Is to, number one, take the pressure off of Randall Cunningham, who has led this team 3 years in a row in rushing. A quarterback that leads him in rushing. He said, I don't want that. I want Byers. I want Tony. I want Higgs and Drummond. These are the guys I want to lead our team in rushing, not our quarterback.
In today's higher revving and hotter running engines, wear is a greater problem than ever before. Oil breakdown can shorten the life of vital engine parts. That's why there's Castrol. Castrol provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. So use Castrol, because driving today can be a grind. Castrol, engineered for today's smaller cars.
When Li Chin takes care of the Chinese National Airlines' new Boeing 757s, he uses Craftsman tools, because Craftsman are tough precision tools, and the hand tools are guaranteed forever. So a lot of people buy them because they know they can always return them, and some buy them because they know they can't. Great low prices every day. Craftsman quality. That's your money's worth, and a whole lot more.
Sometimes after a big lunch, a day at the park is a little too much for Tommy Lasorda. So he reaches for relief, Rolaids, antacid.